What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to the first episode of the drop for 2020. Of course, not too many games launch over the course of the holiday season, so we didn't really have any episodes of the drop, but if you do want to go back, I did the Sammy Awards 2019, giving you my thoughts on the best of the best for last year, and a couple of the worst, and on top of that, last week I had my most anticipated games of 2020, and I put that video up on the channel. I would highly encourage you to check out those. Normally, whenever I'm doing the drop, I read a brief description of the game and then I give you my thoughts on it, but with that being said, I don't feel one way or the other about any of the games coming out this week, so I'm just going to be running through the description and then you guys can take it from there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. First off, we have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Relive the story of Goku and other Z fighters in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Beyond the epic battles, experience life in the Dragon Ball Z world as you fight, fish, eat, and train with Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta, as well as others. Explore the new areas and adventures as you advance through the story and form powerful bonds with other heroes from the Dragon Ball Z universe. Experience the story of Dragon Ball Z from epic events to lighthearted side quests, including never-before-seen story moments that answer some burning questions of Dragon Ball lore for the first time. Play through iconic Dragon Ball Z battles on a scale unlike any other. Fight across vast battlefields with destructible environments and experience boss battles against the most iconic foes, including Raditz, Frieza, Cell, and more. Increase your power level through RPG mechanics and rise to the challenge. Don't just fight as Z fighters, live like them. Fish, fly, eat, train, and battle your way through the Dragon Ball Z sagas, making friends and building relationships with a massive cast of Dragon Ball characters. Next up, we have Tokyo Mirage Sessions Encore coming out on the Nintendo Switch. The worlds of the Fire Emblem series and Atlas games have crossed paths again, and the result is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. An interdimensional evil has invaded modern-day Tokyo, resulting in this fantastical barrage of music, style, and, yes, danger. So fight back, battle through dungeons to pump up your strategy and creatively decimate your foes before all hope fades to black. You and the rising stars you call friends will need to call on your own creative power, manifested as iconic Fire Emblem characters, to wage a secret war on rogue spirits that feed on creativity. Each encounter will immerse you in deep turn-based battles that blend the combat of the Fire Emblem and Atlas RPGs into one brutal harmony. Fuse items to craft weaponry, then play to your strengths and crush your foes. Around every corner you'll find fun nods to multiple fandoms, including Fire Emblem references, dungeons themed to the entertainment industry, and stunning musical performances. And finally, to round out today's show, we have the Atelier Dusk Trilogy pack coming out on the PS4, the Switch, and the PC. Atelier Aisha, the Alchemist of Dusk DX, Atelier Esha and Logi, Alchemist of the Dusk Sky DX, and Atelier Shali, Alchemist of the Dusk Sea DX are all included in this bundle. Atelier Aisha, the Alchemist of Dusk DX. A dusk era has fallen upon this world many times, yet people have managed to survive and reclaim a meager livelihood thus far. Here in a remote atelier, there was one lone girl making her living by making medicine. Her name is Aisha. Several years after her grandfather passed away, her sister went missing and she now lives a solitary life with only her pet cow to call family. Her sorrowful memories were beginning to fade little by little, but one day, while searching for herbs as usual in the ruins near her atelier, Aisha saw the figure of her long-lost younger sister. Knowing that her sister was still alive somewhere in the world, Aisha decided to go on a journey to search for her. Atelier Esha and Logi, Alchemist of the Dusk Sky DX. This world has seen its fair share of twilights and is slowly nearing its end. Within this world, in the western reaches of the Land of Dusk, there exists a nation that has prospered through its use of alchemy. In order to survive the inevitable arrival of the Dusk Inn, the people in that nation devote their every effort to rediscovering the lost alchemic technologies of the past. And Atelier Shali, Alchemist of the Dusk Sea DX. Water sources go dry, plants wither and die, all creatures thirst and starve, the blue ocean turns to sand, and the life of the sea no longer has a place to call home. Yet still, the sun continues to shine, mercilessly drying up what little water remains in the earth. Slowly but surely, everything fades away to nothing in this dusk world. These all sound so happy. But those are the biggest games coming out this week. Of course, if you enjoyed this episode of The Drop, drop me a like down below. The next few months are going to be jam-packed with new video game releases, so look forward to that. And of course, there's tons to play in the backlog. But these games, I'm sure there are people out there that are definitely going to be interested in them. However, you can always check out the podcast 5 days a week. I'm going to be streaming on Saturdays here on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe for more content and the opportunity to hang out and talk about some video games. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I'll talk to you soon, and peace.